Hey, it's Brian Burns with The Brutal Truth About Sales and Selling with another video in my series on how social selling and using the internet has changed and given us all these great new utilities to help make our lives easier as salespeople. One of the classic problems that we have as salespeople is how do we get someone's email address? And there's a bunch of strategies and a bunch of things you should do, but here's a way of testing the email address, even if you're not sure, you're guessing, because most companies have standard conventions. Certainly the larger companies do, where it's first name dot last name at the domain name, or it might be first initial, last name, middle initial, last name. And you can, there's a bunch of ways. What I typically do is I search through my contacts list first, and I find the convention. If I can't find it there, then I search the internet. Typically go to like their investment page, or just use the conventions of star at dot domain, and you'll come up with a bunch of people's email addresses. And let's just take mine. Let's say here's a bunch of my emails right here. So here's my real email address, but let's say I didn't know what it was, and I bring it to bburns@me.com, and I type this in, and what it'll do is it'll tell me, oh, it failed, that email is not good. So let me try the second one. Would be Brian, and let's try it again and see what it comes up with, and it should fail. Well, there is a Brian. Well, given me is the Apple, and that's actually taken. So here's, I'll put in my actual, and this should work as well. So this is a great way of saving you some time of not sending bad emails. Let's say put in another bad one to show you it failing. Yeah, see how that failed. So just check this out. This is a free service on the internet, mailtester.com. I've used it. It's pretty good. It's not 100% reliable, but it's free. So this is a great way, instead of getting those bounced emails, it's a great way to test it before you spend any time. And when you get a bounced email, sometimes you don't correlate it with the email you sent, and it comes back in all this machine code that's hard to just decipher exactly who you sent it to, and instead of trying to do it 4 or 5 times. But see, what it's doing is actually hitting that mail server. This is Apple's iCloud. So give it a shot and let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like this if you like it, and let me know how you're using the internet and social selling to sell more effectively today. And check out the podcast, The Brutal Truth About Sales and Selling, on iTunes.